Thank you. I'm indeed very happy to be part of this session and also part of the whole program. I was indeed very happy when this invitation came because all the three bodies which are contributing to this wonderful event are directly or indirectly connected to me also. I'm part of the ISDA for a long time, ever since its inception. I'm part of Kerala International Center because right from the beginning I'm invited to be part of the Kerala International Center in Trivandrum. And Central University of Kerala, of course, I was a Vice Chancellor for 6 years. So I'm very happy that these three coordinating bodies have brought up a very significant theme on marine domain. And particularly the focus is on geopolitics. I am at a loss to understand whether there is something concrete called global geopolitics. Geopolitics applies to nation from country to country, and that way it can be utilized, it can be made useful by factoring into the geopolitical factor as how we look upon. Even the traditional concept of geopolitics from the theory of geography or even land, even sea routes, etc. has also been challenged now because there are many other factors that come into the dynamics of geopolitics, especially now with the concern for renewable energy and also for the need for new materials. The nature of global politics itself has moved based upon the energy that each country possesses. For example, why did Venezuela was influenced by United States, or why Putin has made an impact upon Ukraine, or why is that GCC and Gulf continues to be a factor. So these are not simply geographical factors, but there are internal factors, particularly the energy and the kind of materials available in these locations that calls for intense competition by the superpower nations. And this will continue in future, and as of now, the three global actors, United States, China and Russia, I think they are dabbling more into this focus of geopolitics. And now we live in a very turbulent world, mostly considered to be disoriented, a very disturbing fact. And this trend, as it goes on, even the theme of Board of Peace itself is a very clear signal to show that the rosy days of United Nations are over. And there will be more turbulence based upon the kind of challenges that are being posed by, although the three major actors influences these dynamics to a great extent. So we are slipping away from multipolarity. In this context, we have reinvented the scope of marine security and marine prominence of marine domain. It was high time that we should have done that, as many of the speakers earlier also mentioned on the point that despite the reminder to Nehru about the importance of sea on all the three sides, we were more concerned with our immediate neighbors in the northern and western neighborhood, and this had impacted the psychology of foreign policy making to a great extent. So marine is an area where we did not attract much importance, and sea is also therefore not that important as we considered, particularly when we look at our disturbing neighbors in the neighborhood. But now there is a greater realization from our own part, and we have also the examples in our neighborhood, particularly Indochina, the prominence of South China Sea, how China is beautifully playing this role by utilizing geopolitics to its own advantage. So all these factors had opened up the eyes of our foreign policy makers to see that we missed a really long time in tapping the opportunities of geopolitics. And now we understood the importance of the sea power, and now we are also focusing upon strengthening our navy. Geopolitics necessarily leads to successful geoeconomics. But if geoeconomics has to properly fracture in, the most important factor is how strong we are as far as our marine security is concerned. Trade can be developed only when our strength in the ocean is strong. And that is where not only that trade is becoming important and trade develop and these kinds of relationship, but along with that, our marine security becomes so crucial. So, geopolitics can help geoeconomics, but the trade that we develop, particularly our globalization policies, now we are trying our best to diversify our trade, better understood through Trump's policy. And now diversification of trade to different countries necessarily can be done only through ocean. So this session, I think that way is very, very important. And I have the great opportunity to give and chair this session, and particularly to listen to Dr. Santosh Matthew of Pondicherry University and Dr. Sisira. Both of you can take a maximum of 20 minutes. And we will have, hopefully we will have 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes for discussion. So may I invite Dr. Santosh Matthew to open up the discussion. Thank you.